Connecticut's #1 local news. This is Channel 3 Eyewitness News.
We are following two developing stories this noon. At least 50 people are unaccounted for, and one is confirmed dead after a huge condominium tower partially collapsed in the city of Miami. We will get to that story in just a moment, but first, here in Connecticut, a car plowed into a home in Manchester in the middle of the night, causing a devastating fire. One person died. 14 people in the home were able to escape. Eyewitness News reporter Mike Savino is live right now in front of that house. Mike, what have police told you?
Well, Kara, this is still under investigation, and you can see behind me just how damaged this house was by that fire. But as for the details that police are giving us, they have said that they believe that that person who died was the driver of that car, but that has still not yet been confirmed. They also believe that speed was a factor in this incident, but again, this still remains an ongoing investigation. Now, as you said, this fire started just sometime early this morning, and the 16 people who live here were able to get out. This house was fully engulfed in flames, as you can see by this video from an eyewitness, that this house was completely engulfed in flames. Firefighters said that created an issue for them. This house engulfed by the time that they arrived, those flames reaching to the top of this 2.5-story building.
Heavy fire damage in and out. It was a defensive operation early on because of the volume of fire. We were able to get in there with the help of our guys and some mutual aid from the 8th Utilities District and East Hartford Fire.
Now, the fire marshal has also been out here working with police to piece together what exactly happened, what caused the accident, and what caused the fire after the accident. We'll be sure to bring you the latest on Eyewitness News this evening. For now, live from Manchester, Mike Savino, Channel 3 Eyewitness News.
The building, one of these huge buildings, gone.
Look at that incredible damage. Rescue crews are frantically searching for survivors right now after a partial building collapse overnight in Surfside, Florida. That is just north of Miami Beach. We know at least one person was killed, about 10 are hurt, and at least 50 are unaccounted for. Channel 3's Manuel Bajorquez explains what happened.
I'm thankful that I survived this.
It's hard to fathom. Just after 2 a.m., this 12-floor condo building in Surfside suddenly crashing to the ground.
I was in a deep sleep, and all of a sudden I hear a huge crash of thunder that I thought it was.
Just north of Miami Beach, this idyllic neighborhood is now a disaster zone.
It's more than 130 units, and about half of those have collapsed.
The problem is the building has literally pancaked. There's just feet in between stories where there were 10 feet. That is heartbreaking.
Mayor Charles Burkett fears finding survivors alive may be unlikely as daylight renews the search and rescue effort that began overnight. And earlier, crews were seen recovering a young boy from the rubble.
He was just really panicked. He said that his mom was in there with him. His arm was pinned. Like I said, it was just sheer panic.
What caused the deadly accident is still unclear.
We're all just scratching our heads, trying to imagine what in the world could have happened.
Many of these beachside condos are owned by retirees who leave for the summer, but the mayor of the town of Surfside confirmed to us that families were living here full time. Manuel Bajorquez, CBS News, Surfside, Florida.
At least 15 family units that escaped the building have now been brought to a reunification center. We will continue to follow this developing story for you throughout the day.
All right, and weather-wise, another gorgeous one underway across Connecticut. We've got temperatures as expected this morning that dipped into the upper 40s and low 50s inland and into the low and mid 50s along the Connecticut shoreline. So some may even argue a bit of a chilly start this morning. Litchfield now up to close to 70 at 69, 78 East Hartford, Woodbridge, 72, Plainfield, 76. Dew point value still on the comfortable side. And while we're enjoying sunshine now, there's a disturbance to our south that generally heads up in our direction that brings clouds, mugginess, and even the chance for some showers tonight and early tomorrow morning. So here's Futurecast showing a lot of sunshine this afternoon. Clouds increase toward and after sunset. As we head through the overnight hours, you can see those spotty showers could be around for the morning commute tomorrow. Then any spotty showers should give way to some partial afternoon clearing for tomorrow. So for the rest of today, looking for temperatures to warm to near, perhaps even above 80 across portions of inland Connecticut. Then as we head toward and after sunset, drop back into the 60s. If you're perhaps heading to area beaches, high tide already occurring mid to late morning. Temps along the shoreline topping out in the low and mid 70s with a bit of a sea breeze there. Much more on the heat and humidity expected for the weekend, how high temps go, and timing out shower and storm chances this weekend and next week and the early warning 7-day.
Thanks, Mark. It is perfect weather for the kickoff of the Travelers Championship. What a day. This is video from the golf course just about an hour ago. Pro golfers are teeing off today in the first official round of tournament play. And Eyewitness News reporter Courtney Zeller has the great assignment. She's live at the TPC River Highlands with a look at what you can expect if you are headed to the course. Courtney.
Hi, Kara. Well, this is who you want to see. You don't want to see me. You want to see this guy right here. He's taking some practice swings. Phil Mickelson out on the driving range at TPC River Highlands. And Kara, you said it's such a great day out here to be watching golf. The sun is shining, and it is so nice to be back. Remember, last year, no spectators were allowed. I remember being out just in the parking lot last year. So it's nice again to be back out here. So if you are headed out here this weekend or even today, things are just a little different this year. Your ticket to get into the tournament is likely on your cell phone. You'll notice increased safety signage throughout the golf course. You'll see hand sanitizing stations around the course along with crews cleaning, especially high touch locations. And you are being reminded to watch your distance and avoid crowded areas and wear a mask if you are not vaccinated. So play with these pro golfers, Phil Mickelson and Bubba Watson. They're expected to tee off at 12:50 this afternoon. And we, of course, will see you back here on Eyewitness News at 4 o'clock. For now, we're live from the Travelers Championship. Courtney Zeller, Channel 3, Eyewitness News.
Alrighty, thank you, Courtney. Enjoy that beautiful weather out there. And be sure to tune in to our live specials tonight and tomorrow at 7 p.m. to see what's happening behind the scenes and to learn about the great local charity that is benefiting from the tournament. You can watch CBS coverage of the tournament this weekend. That starts at 3 o'clock, both Saturday and Sunday. And ahead, the city of Hartford is kicking off summer in a huge way. We're telling you about some free events to get out and celebrate in the coming weeks. And a beloved camp in Ashford makes a comeback just in time for summer.